All right, we are back, and it's the 20th pick now. We got Pittsburgh is on the clock. It looks like the pick is in, although they always take like 4 or 5 minutes. We are joined by Craig Dodd. He is a Pittsburgh
There's
fan.
an S at the end of it, Randy.
Dodds.
Thank you.
So how are you doing, and are you excited? What do you think they're going to do here with this pick?
Right now, I'm highly upset. Okay.
I understand that.
The Bengals just picked 2 picks before me, and of course they took
the tackle.
They took my tackle. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There's diamonds in the rough.
Yes.
All right.
Now, would you prefer to pick here, or would you prefer to trade here?
I would love to trade the 20th overall pick to your San Francisco 49ers for your Brandon Ayuk and whatever contract he would like. Yes.
That would be
Come
nice.
on down, brother.
You've got a couple quarterbacks coming up, and who's going to start for Pittsburgh this year?
Oh man, it's gonna be Russell.
Yes.
But if Justin Field balls out in the summer, we're in for one heck of a diva show in Pittsburgh again. I'm guaranteeing that. So.
And then if it were to actually get Ayuk, but it looks like the pick is in for the Steelers, so it doesn't look like they're making the trade with the 49ers.
Unless they're picking for the Niners right now.
We could do
they're
after
going to
the
come
fact.
out and announce that. Like, why did you guys get a punter? It's what the 49ers wanted. That's what we're shooting for.
The punter. Hopefully for all our teams, the punter is not as relevant.
Yes.
That's not what you want. If your punter is your best player, you're probably drafting at the beginning of the draft.
Yeah, they're already gone.
So what position that's left that you would say you lost your tackle, you didn't get the guy you wanted, but if you do, it looks like you did make the pick. It's coming up here. We'll know here in just seconds. Who do you think they should take that's left?
So if we can't get your wide receiver, I would want to draft an offensive lineman. So I want the Powers Johnson guy from Oregon now.
Oh, going center.
The center, yeah.
He's good.
Because we kind of just have floating issues on our offensive line. We drafted an offensive lineman last year with our number 1 pick. I wanted his teammate from Georgia, Mims, so Broderick Jones, his teammate, so they could have some cohesion there. That's not going to happen because of the Bengals. So I'm still hoping for this other guy. You can't really go wrong with an offensive lineman. Because if they do go wrong, you can't really see it, and they'll just shuffle them out.
They're not shiny.
Yeah, they're not shiny. I mean, we have a great wide receiver in George Pickens. I think we'll see more of that this year if Russell Wilson's throwing him the football. So I don't think we really need to go after an number 1 receiver when we kind of have one, and everybody's kind of known that. It's like, get George the ball. I'm with him on that. So offensive line's it for me. That's where I think we need the most help.
So, but you would prefer a Brandon Ayuk and a Pickens.
I would.
That would be a pretty good dynamic
I mean, if I
duo.
could get a Pro Bowl wide receiver who torched my team last year for 2 touchdowns and like 150 yards, yeah, give me that guy for sure.
It's nice of you to forgive him. If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, I'd say, come on over now that week 1 is over.
Yeah, that's right. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So what do you think you guys need to do in the overall draft to help you propel yourself back towards the top of the AFC North? Because that is, in my opinion, the hardest division in football. You've got a lot of teams there with a lot of great players.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult because there's also, you have like one really good running team in the Ravens with the combo now of, what's his name, King Henry, and then you have Lamar Jackson, who's like the ultimate slash quarterback.
Yep.
Then you go to Joe Burrow, who's just an awesome quarterback. And then whoever Cleveland's got rolling around. Oh, yeah. The Predator.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They are stacked. I mean, you got some great quarterbacks. And then and you guys have some, we're hoping to be great quarterbacks on your team.
Yeah.
So,
we're trying. We're taking the free handouts right now.
Yeah.
The Flyers.
Well, Russell Wilson, the nice thing is it's not like he's costing you a lot of money. So you got him cheap. Denver's helping fund your team.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to make you feel good.
Worth, so.
Yeah.
And we're going to play them, but here they go. It looks like they're going to.
The pick is in. It always takes them a while. They like to have their faces on camera for a while.
Yep.
So the commissioner's there. And
that's big Cam Hayward right there, it looks like.
Yeah.
Going to ring it home. It must be a defensive guy if Cam's out there.
What are all the positions you think you guys need to fill?
Besides I would take another defensive back. We went with Joey Porter Jr. last year. I thought that was a good choice.
You got some top corners still left on the board.
I mean, it's really, and in the AFC alone, let alone my division, it is great quarterback play. So you've got to be able to cover wide receivers.
Well, here we go. They're
So,
slowly announcing the pick, drawing this out as long as possible.
I would love to take Powers
Here
Johnson
we go.
just because there's a Cowboys fan coming in here in a little bit too, and he can cry about it.
Yes, he will be sad.
That would be satisfying to me, honestly.
Just because?
Just because.
I would be happy with that too. Anything to make Cowboy fans sad is a good thing. So, boy, I tell you what, they really know how to stall this thing out.
Oh, yeah. And we're driving it home. He's got to talk to us Steelers fans very carefully. We get highly emotional in times like this.
Yeah, well.
Basically, he's letting us know. We're drafting nobody anybody here knows. This is a Pittsburgh tradition.
How long's Tomlin been with you guys now?
We got him in 06.
06. I mean, you guys there you go.
Troy Fontaine.
You got the guard.
We got a Washington guy. I said Powers.
Sometimes they don't listen.
No.
They don't always do exactly what you want. He's rated really high. So he is he's a guard. That's not necessarily the glamour position, but he is supposed to be really good. So Troy Fontano, I believe.
Look,
Washington's had a lot of picks here early. Oh, okay.
We'll take a Troy Fontano.
Yeah, you're close. You're close. So, well, you shirt up the offensive line a little bit. You talked about the offensive line. It's not necessarily bad to do.
Nope. We'll take a guard.
Yep.
David DeCastro was a mean old nasty guard. I remember his little pro day thing like this. He goes to bed angry and wakes up angry. So if we can get a guy like that, that's great. And like I said, an offensive lineman, if they're not performing very well, you never really know. Yeah. Especially like we had Broderick Jones last year. He was a high-end pick. We traded up for him. You know, they're kind of raw a little bit, but over a couple of years, they usually pan out.
Now, to give you still hope, but I don't think you have hope, the 49ers do need a guard. They would have liked him, but the 49ers really need, I think, an offensive tackle more, but we need an offensive tackle and a guard. So I'm just leaving that out there as a little bit of hope for maybe a later trade, but
maybe
I think it's false hope. But
I think it is now, too.
Well, Craig Dodds, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see what Pittsburgh does going forward.